Slipknot band history and information. Bands in the history of heavy metal have left an imprint as chaotic, influential, and uncompromising as Slipknot. Emerging from the unlikely epicenter of Des Moines, Iowa in the mid-90s, the nine-member collective transformed personal isolation and rage into a global cultural phenomenon. Defined by horrifying custom masks, matching industrial jumpsuits, an arsenal of auxiliary percussion, and a wall of sound assault, Slipknot reshaped extreme music for the 21st century. 1. Formation and the Des Moines Underground, 1995 to 1998. The foundation of Slipknot was laid in Des Moines during late 1995. Percussionist Sean "Clown" Crahan, bassist Paul Gray, and drummer Joey Jordison began jamming under various early project names including MND and Pale Truth. They were soon joined by guitarists Mick Thompson and Josh Brainard, alongside vocalist Anders Karlsefni. Unlike the coastal metal scenes in LA or New York, Iowa offered isolation. The group channeled their frustration with their environment into a relentless sound that fused nu metal bounce, death metal speed, thrash riffing, and industrial sampling. In Halloween 1996, the band self-released their demo album Mate, Feed, Kill, Repeat. MFKR, though limited to just 1,000 copies, MFKR caught the attention of local audiences and record labels. Seeking a more versatile, melodic, and dynamic vocal presence to complement their heavy sound, the band recruited Corey Taylor, then frontman of the Iowa hard rock band Stone Sour, in 1997. Karlsefni stepped down shortly after, leaving Taylor as the sole lead vocalist. By 1998, with the addition of turntablist Seed Wilson, custom percussionist Chris Fain, and guitarist Jim Root replacing Brainard, the legendary Classic 9 lineup was locked in place. Classic lineup numbers: 0 Seed Wilson turntables, 1 Joey Jordison drums, 2 Paul Gray bass, 3 Chris Fain percussion, 4 Jim Root guitar, 5 Craig Jones samplers keyboards, 6 Sean "Clown" Crahan percussion, 7 Mick Thompson guitar, 8 Corey Taylor lead vocals. 2 Global Explosion, Slipknot and Iowa 1999 to 2002. Signed to Roadrunner Records by legendary A&R executive Monty Connor and paired with producer Ross Robinson, Slipknot recorded their self-titled debut album at Indigo Ranch Studios in Malibu, California. Released in June 1999, Slipknot was a nuclear explosion in the metal world. Anthems like Wait and Bleed and Spit It Out dominated rock radio and MTV. Driven by non-stop touring including high-profile runs on Ozfest, the self-titled record became Roadrunner's first platinum-certified album, establishing the band as heavy metal's next megastars. Self-titled Impact 1999. Debut album peak, number 51 on Billboard 200. Certification 2 times platinum US. Notable tracks Wait and Bleed, Spit It Out, Surfacing. If the debut made them famous, their 2001 follow-up Iowa solidified their legacy as extreme music titans. Named after their home state, the album was recorded under intense interpersonal tension, substance abuse, and exhaustion. Rather than streamlining their sound for radio, Slipknot leaned into pure darkness and speed. Tracks like People Equals Shit, Heretic Anthem, and Left Behind pushed death metal production into mainstream charts. Iowa debuted at 3 on the Billboard 200 and 1 on the UK Albums Chart, proving that uncompromised heavy music could dominate globally. 3 Evolution and Mainstream Dominance, 2004 to 2009. Following a brief hiatus where members pursued side projects like Stone Sour and Murderdolls, Slipknot re-emerged in 2004 with Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses. Produced by Rick Rubin, the album marked a significant stylistic shift, incorporating acoustic guitars, cleaner vocal melodies, and complex song structures while maintaining their signature aggression. The single Duality became one of the biggest rock hits of the decade. The track Before I Forget earned the band their first Grammy Award for Best Metal Performance in 2006. In 2008, Slipknot released All Hope Is Gone, which became their first album to debut at 1 on the Billboard 200. Featuring massive hits like Psychosocial, Dead Memories, and Snuff, the record saw the band headline major global festivals including the UK's Download Festival. 4 Tragedy, Loss and Renewal, 2010 to 2018. May 24, 2010 brought tragedy when founding bassist and primary songwriter Paul Gray was found dead in Johnston, Iowa, from an accidental prescription drug overdose. Gray was the emotional heart of the group and his death left the band's future in doubt. After a mourning period, Slipknot returned to touring in 2011 to honor Gray's memory. In 2013, the band parted ways with founding drummer Joey Jordison under complex circumstances. Jordison later revealed he was suffering from transverse myelitis, a neurological disease. Tragically, Jordison passed away in July 2021. Rebuilding around new members Jay Weinberg drums and Alessandro Venturella bass, Slipknot released Point 5, the Gray Chapter in October 2014. The record was a deeply emotional tribute to Paul Gray, debuting at 1 on the Billboard 200 and proving the band's resilience in the face of loss. 5. Modern Era and Cultural Legacy, 2019 to present. Slipknot entered their third decade with 2019's We Are Not Your Kind, praised by critics as one of the finest records of their career. The album fused experimental noise, industrial soundscapes, and soaring choruses on tracks like Unsainted and Solway Firth. In 2022, they released The End, so far marking the conclusion of their multi-decade record contract with Roadrunner Records. Continuing to evolve, the band welcomed new members over recent years, including percussionist Michael Pfaff, Tortilla Man, and drummer Eloy Casagrande, formerly of Sepultura, while maintaining founding member Sean Crahan's core artistic vision. Beyond their discography, Slipknot's cultural imprint is anchored by Knotfest, their proprietary self-curated metal festival launched in 2012, which has expanded into an international brand hosted across North America, South America, Europe, and Japan.